Yay!
What?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. Are we rolling?
Are we rolling?
Yes.
Um,
We're rolling.
Who's introducing this time?
Me!
Yeah, go on, go on.
Okay, go on, girl.
So hi guys, it's Roz and welcome back to Get the Gist, aka GTG baby.
I love that.
Me and my co-hosts,
yes,
Hey.
sir.
my
Hey.
sisters. So today we are talking about exes. Now, I know I can't spend the whole podcast talking about myself, but my ex is trifling,
Trifling.
useless,
Ooh.
waste of space, non-existent in my life no more, and somebody else's problem now. Enjoy.
She goes.
No, I said what I said with my full chest. I feel like every single girl has had an ex that they should not have had in their lives, period. And unfortunately for me, my ex was my only boyfriend. And as Dave said, girls like to date their biggest haters. I really did. I really did. And I'm doing so much better now that he's gone.
Yes.
And I feel like all of us can relate to that.
Amen.
You will do better when they're
Yeah.
gone. You know, I cut those shackles off my ankle
Yeah.
and I was in an ocean and now I'm swimming, baby. So, does anyone want to tell their stories with their ex? About their exes?
Should I be the icebreaker?
Yeah.
Be the icebreaker.
Go ahead.
Obviously, my proper ex, as in, God, you know, you have to say these things because sometimes it's kind of blurry in the world we're in now. So yeah, first boyfriend, obviously typical, cheated on me throughout the relationship. And there was red flags, but it was my first relationship, so I wasn't really, you know, I'm not gonna say where he was from, but he wasn't from Blanche.
Tala?
Oh my God, it was Stella.
I don't
so
know
yeah,
her ex, that was just a guess.
so yeah, like I found out he flew the girl out twice while we were in a relationship together. He called it work trips. These times, how old was I? Just to cut me some slack. I was 20. I was doing a whole master's, you know, while I was dating this guy. So I wasn't really
Masters
focused.
at 20.
Well done.
you, guys.
Yes.
Had to pause.
Thank you guys. So yeah, I think I was at a point where this is a big man because he was like 25. So I was 25 years older than me. This is a big man. I don't need to worry about what he's doing. I just trust him to tell the truth and just be a good girlfriend to me. Oh yeah. So if you were to ask me, then what did you do on Valentine's? Or what did your man do for you on Valentine's Day?
Demi, what did your man do for you on
He cheated?
Valentine's? Oh, damn.
Yeah. It was a whole thing, but like I'm good. I'm healed. One thing Rosin said, like you glow up. You glow up for real. I'm trying to remember some other stuff. Obviously, the whole situation was crazy. If I was to talk about it would be the whole episode. But yeah, like I was upset. I don't think I was heartbroken though. I was just upset. You know when you go to the toilet and you're crying. I think I started coughing. Like my eyes was red. Oh yeah, man, it was crazy.
On Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Did you find
No,
out? How did
like,
you find out?
So basically, it happened. Obviously, I found out he was with her on Valentine's Day. I was like, oh, what are we doing for Valentine's Day? He goes, I don't really celebrate it. That's a red flag, girl.
Yeah, I had that too.
And then I think it was on Saturday. So I think Valentine's Day was a Friday in 2020. And then I think on the Saturday, like the day after or something, I was going to choir practice and my friend texted me, are you still with this guy? When I saw that text, I was like, I knew something was wrong. And she had sent me pictures of him and the girl in the different countries they was in. And I started tearing up. Because like, how could it be me? How could it be me? I think, you know, I was one of them girls like, it could never be me.
Honestly.
And it was me. It was me. It was me. But yeah, like, obviously, it was so long ago and I'm just so over it. So I can't really remember much of it. But yeah, that was an ex that I
Damn.
experienced. Yeah.
You could never
That's
like you know the way when you find out, like your heart just like I don't think
Yeah.
there's any like well there probably is worse feelings like you know what I mean, but it's deep, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It was really sad. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
It was sad. Cause
Did he try and come up with an excuse or anything, or?
you know what? Yeah. Can I tell you something? It was one of the things where like I told my girls before he could get back to me. So my girls like, you can't get back. But I feel like if I didn't go to my girls first and he came to me on a bigger sorry apology thing, I would have probably taken him back. But one day because after I told my girls, we were talking. You know when you talk to your ex after the whole thing, and I was thinking about getting back with him because I felt like I still loved him. But I was hovering the stairs one day, and the Holy Spirit said, "How do you expect people to respect you when you don't respect yourself?" I said, "Hey." I said,
So
hey,
true.
Holy Spirit. Because I won't really respect myself if I go back to this guy who violated my thing. I remember one time, okay, so he didn't want to spend Valentine's Day, but I was like, no, let me get him the soap he likes. Let me get him a card. And like I found that I had to rip the card. I was my girls are wicked because we're all like, obviously, like I'm someone that like I laugh through pain. So I was like, and my girlfriends were laughing at me rip the because I wrote a nice message in the Valentine's Day card, so I had to rip it. I gave the soap to my friend and stuff, but yeah, it was so sad. But you just have to laugh now. If you don't laugh, you cry.
Yeah,
Last,
that's true.
last.
At least
Nah, everybody they chop. big
no more
fast.
chopping breakfast. No more chopping
Sometimes
breakfast.
dinner.
Yeah, it's an expensive one.
But yeah, that's the
Fucking
summary
hell.
of my thing. There's obviously more stuff, but I can't. It'll probably come out later
Yeah.
on in the podcast.
Do you think? Sorry, girl. Do you think you can like forgive for cheating? Do you think you can get over cheating?
Ooh. Yeah, you can. I think you can definitely get over it. You just need some time.
Yeah.
What I tell people, let's say if you were in a relationship with the person for 2 years, you're either gonna need a year or 2 years minimum to get over them healthily.
Yeah.
Because
I was in mine for 5 years.
you're doing great, girl.
Yeah, you are.
5 years. It's been a little bit. Do you know what? It's probably around this time last year where I cut off all contact. There was still little bits of contact afterwards, as like a lot of my story. So I found out on Christmas Day that
What's up to these holidays?
Yeah, the holidays. It was Christmas Day pandemic, so I was in his family's house.
Oh my God.
And he was like sat beside me. He opened up his phone, and there was a message on it that said, "You're the best looking," and it wasn't one that was received. It was one that was sent because there was no blue dot
Beside you.
I was sat right beside me. No, he didn't send it beside me, but like when he opened his phone, and I'm not the psycho girlfriend who ever checked phones. I'd never checked his phone in the 5 years I'd been with
good to
him
check phones,
because I had so much faith in him. So I went upstairs, and this is the one thing about me: I'm very calculated. Even in my anger, I'm calculated. If I'm asking you a question, I'm asking you because I know the answer. Not because I want to know the answer. So I will not give you the opportunity to lie to me. So I waited for him to fall asleep. I only found out his password the day before because this was the pandemic. You could not scan your faces anymore. He had to put in his password in front of me. And his password was his birthday. This goes to show I never checked his phone.
Yeah.
So ended up going through with him for 7 months. This boy was talking to tons of girls, pretending like I did not exist.
Wow.
And now I can't really say I have blame in this situation because basically he saw a message on my phone that he was a bit sus about. But he could have asked me about it, confronted me about it, and I could have explained to him because I never cheated. There was no cheating. People knew I had a boyfriend. So it made no sense to me as to why he thought I was cheating. Whereas I saw the messages and I confronted him on the spot, which just already showed I had so much more respect for him than he ever did for me. And he was caught red-handed. I wasn't. And even when I confronted him, the first thing he does, gaslight me.
Yeah.
Brings up the message? No.
To try and say it's
So
my fault.
typical. Like,
So typical. And I'm like, guys, in 5 years, I never celebrated an anniversary. I was in hospital for 2 weeks. My boyfriend did not come visit me until I asked because I was complaining that I had so many visitors, so he just never visited.
wow.
There was a summer where I did not see him for 3-4 months because he was working. So the fuck was I? There was another time where I didn't hear from him for a week. There were so many red flags to break up with this boy. Even towards the end of it, why are you so extra? Why do you dress like this? Why are you like this? Could not cook Nigerian food in the house. I was paying more in bills than him. Like, I became a mother to him. Even after all of that, I still stuck around because he made me feel like it was my fault. And then I think it was on my best friend's birthday. She was telling people about what happened to me, and a bunch of randomers were like, what the fuck, you deserve better. And I think that was the day I mentally ended it in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't. And even afterwards, I found it hard to let go of him because I had spent so long with this person, and I was like, maybe the angel that you know, the demon that you know is better than the angel you don't know, because dating in Ireland fucking sucks. So I stayed and stayed, and then he's now moved on. I have nothing against the girl that he's with. Actually, I think she's very beautiful, truth be told. And I pray to God he treats you 100 times better than he treated me.
Yeah.
But oh my God, my ex broke me to a point that I did not know I could be broken to. But it's okay now because I'm all healed and shit.
Oh, she on
Yeah.
better.
doing
She on
so
she on
much
better.
better now.
Yeah.
She on better.
And I promised myself that another man can never break me to the point that he
Ever
broke
again.
me. I was depressed. Like, guys,
Not
there were
on my
times
watch.
where I did
Not.
not even get out of bed because I was that depressed. I
Yeah.
let that man break me. But it's okay. I built myself back up because of the sisters I got, the friends that I got. And I had to learn that the love I was looking for, like, this is actually really funny. It was actually my birthday. He accidentally sent an Amazon package to my house of traveling liquids because him and his new girlfriend went to Paris on my birthday.
Oh my
And it
God.
got sent to my house.
Wow.
And the only reason why I knew they were in Paris was because on my birthday, while I was sitting with friends, my Snapchat came up and her Snapchat came up. So my friend was watching our stories beside me, and it went from my Snap to hers, which was him and her in Paris. And I didn't even break down crying because the day of my birthday, my best friends all threw me a surprise dinner party. The love that I was looking for in someone else, I already had.
Yeah.
So that was the way I was able to get over that. And ladies, you will find that love in another man who is willing to respect you. And even though while it's hard in the moment, you will find that love within your friends because they love you so much more than that trifling ass person. My ex chills with the devil. No offense, he's new girlfriend, but like, girl, you gotta worry about him. Damn. We healed, we moved on, and now I'm doing so
You're doing better.
much
You are
better.
It's
doing
5
so
years. Some
much
people are
better.
done in the
So
gut.
much
Some people are
better.
doing therapy.
Thank God I never needed therapy. Thank you, Jesus.
Gosh, don't underestimate the power actually of your girlfriends. Sometimes, like,
Honestly, they
romantic.
healed me.
Think of how many. Okay, from my experience, romantic love hasn't really ever done anything for me, but sisterly love has taken me through trenches.
I'm telling
Facts.
you.
Even being here with you guys right now, like,
Yeah.
it's so healing.
Like, do you know, even when I broke up with him and we were having conversations back and forth, he actually told me that my issue was that I was too kind. I was too nice. Like, imagine someone telling you, you were too nice.
That's violent.
Guys, I actually have the screenshots. I have the screenshots.
You're too
Keep 'em.
nice.
I was too
You're too
nice.
kind.
You need them.
I'm too kind.
Yeah.
But is it like a thing that like cheating is just like an everyday thing now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's become so normal.
Guys.
Yeah.
You know.
But you think, I don't know, was it always a thing, but there just
Oh.
wasn't social media and all this thing? Like,
I think that's what it is. I think it's always been there underlying. Like,
I was
underneath.
literally yesterday. I was literally in the car with this guy, and like, obviously we're having a conversation. Obviously, I thought he was an attractive guy, so I asked him, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend?" And he's like, "I have many girlfriends. Who's really ever single?" And then I asked him again, and he goes, "Yeah, I have a girlfriend." And we had like a 2-minute conversation about it. But then he went back to the whole narrative of, like, who's ever single? Like, just basically trying to, like, because, like,
not claim her.
yeah, you know what I mean? Obviously, if I had a boyfriend, I'd want him, if a girl asked him, do you have a girlfriend? I'd want him to be, yes, I
Yes.
have a girlfriend. This is her name. And,
Yeah.
not, like, he was literally like,
It was really,
Yeah.
who's ever single?
You know when you have a boyfriend, you're literally like, this is my man. I love him so much. Like,
Literally,
he's
I know him.
amazing.
Yeah.
And if he's not doing that for me, I'm like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean?
But you know what? When guys meet the one they want to do it for, they do it.
That's
They
the
do
thing.
it.
True,
That's
true.
I honestly genuinely feel like that's one of the first signs that this is not your guy. Because when a guy wants to show you off to the whole world
Sure.
because
He
he
will.
really thinks you're the gem, he will do it.
Yeah.
yeah, facts.
So take
Definitely.
note of it. I'm not saying he needs to publicly broadcast you, but like, don't hide you.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
hide you.
But would you like, sorry, this is like a bit of a sidebar, like, would you post your man, like, in this day and age?
Not until, like, I have his first child after marriage.
Yeah, literally.
You know, Cardi B says, ain't no ring on my finger, you ain't going on the gram.
Yeah.
But do you know how many people have realized they're being cheated on from social media?
Swear down.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there needs to be like clause on whether you should put your man or not. Like, I feel like now my next relationship, y'all gonna know. You see his head, you'll see his pinky. Sometimes you might see his face.
Maybe
every
the
now and
private
then.
story. Maybe the private story
Yeah.
on Instagram and the private story on Snap. Yeah. But that's after we're like months.
There'll be no
year in.
Instagram post, but I'm not gonna hide you from my story. Like, I won't.
The story
hide
is fine. Yeah.
who
Yeah.
I'm with.
People know I'm
You
with.
can be. This is something I say. You can be private but don't be like hiding it.
Secret.
Yeah.
Like, don't be secretive.
Mm.
Yeah. Your relationship can be private, but not secretive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not nice being the other person behind the secretiveness.
Yeah.
I've watched someone go through something like that recently, and it really fucked him up because he felt like he was a secret the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying he was angelic either. There was things that he could have done better in the relationship. But being the secretive one, it really messed him up. And you know what? We'll also say women cheat as well. And I feel like when women cheat, they cheat so much worse
No,
than when men cheat.
women, because you will never know.
Yeah.
You barely ever find out. Do you know
When
what I mean?
women
Yeah.
cheat.
I'm not saying that I'm a cheater.
unless we
I'm not
tell
a
you.
cheater.
I was gonna
but-
say that,
Yeah.
but you know when you're like in love with someone, how do you then go and cheat? Like I don't understand it
Do you not feel
emotionally.
guilty?
Yeah,
It's
I
'cause
could
they're not in
never.
love. It's 'cause
Even if
they're
I
not in
wanted
love.
to, say to get back at someone, or I just
Yeah.
couldn't. I couldn't
But
do
I
it.
had an ex that like told me that like they figured out they loved me after they cheated.
Hey, my head. Whew.
Like they didn't know what they had until it was gone.
I'm telling
Okay,
you, that
I
ex,
get
his mother
that,
dropped him on the head as a
but
child.
that's crazy.
That one specifically.
So you have to go to hell before you know it's hot.
I swear.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's it. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
My response is I knew. Like I
Yeah,
I
knew.
didn't
like-
have to
So
go fuck someone.
yeah, I didn't have to.
And can I even say something? I feel like love, yeah, it's not always in your face. It's in between the lines. Like, for example, okay, I know Roz is not my boyfriend or anything, but I know she loves me not because of the big gestures or whatever.
the
but
little things
It's
they
a
do
little.
for you, yeah.
But Demi, how was your day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get? It's the little things. Let me think of.
Acts of service. That is why it's
Literally.
the number one thing for me
Acts
in a
of,
relationship.
yeah, like
Acts
it's in
of
the little.
service.
It's
the
never gonna be in your
little
face.
things.
I feel like if your man takes time to, you don't have to cheat, but if someone takes time to study you and how you treat them, the love is gonna be there. You're gonna see it and you're gonna feel it. But because you're too focused on whatever is going around you, the girl that's going out, you're obviously not gonna focus it. But if you focus on like, you know, the person right in front of you giving you every single thing you need, then you wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Do you know
You're not
something I
fulfilled.
wouldn't even
Yeah.
talk about like relationship wise with women? And I think this is something that is like starting to go horrifically wrong in our relationship. It's comparing what you think relationships are like because of social media.
Yeah.
The
You
worst.
see what people
Yeah.
are doing. Not all the glitters is gold.
Gold.
No,
Yeah.
No.
not at all.
At all.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You only see the best parts on social media.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
I don't post myself crying.
Exactly.
I do it nearly every day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember I was heartbroken. I posted a picture. I posted a picture the same day saying a vibe you can't live without. Like I was literally,
Yes.
I was literally going through
Yeah.
something, but no one will ever know. But however, I make sure when I meet people in person, I tell them, shit, look, I'm heartbroken. I'm going through it.
Yeah.
One guy broke my heart. Like I'll never shy away
Like,
from that because
low key, I'm depressed right now.
Yeah.
These smiles can turn to tears real quick.
you get me.
Try that
Real
Literally,
Yeah.
literally.
No, mate. Do you feel like you glowed up straight after
Guys,
after the breakup?
look at me. 1 second, let me switch. The glow up after a heavy breakup is beautiful. I feel like you even need to. Sometimes heartbreak is fun because the glow up. You think about your heartbreak. Think about the months of
bit
crying,
close.
but then
weight
after
loss.
No,
if
I dropped way too quickly, so unhealthily after.
Yeah,
after
no,
my
it
breakup.
does. Yeah.
Same.
obviously
It
there's some
was
unhealthy
so
stuff, but like
unhealthy.
more times than not in the grand scheme,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's actually literally amazing. If I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be Demi now.
Do you know that is so
You get me?
true?
Like,
the
I wouldn't
glow
be-
up wasn't just physically for me; it was mentally and
As well.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hate to say it now, but I'm so much colder, which I felt like I needed it because, as he said, I was too nice. I was too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As stupid as he was,
Yeah.
because a lot of people be blessed to have that much kindness. I was too nice, so I turned a lot colder. Now there's certain things I will not take,
Yeah.
and I won't cry as easily because I'll be like, oh well. Anyway, on to the next one.
I do sense
Yeah.
that though. Do you guys feel like you've gotten a bit like colder or like
I'm
more
heartless.
standoffish?
You do over time, 100%. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think I'm at that stage now. I'm heartless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a point where like, if I know I don't like you from the jump, I'm not trying it.
No.
I don't care if you're gonna take me to the Shard. You're gonna pay for my flight there. If
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna waste your
Yeah.
money. I'm even helping you. Some girls will stay and take your money. Some girls will stay and use you for your stuff.
Yeah,
But I'm
oh.
like, I'm not feeling you. I'm
And
not
no
even
to
gonna waste
men.
my time.
If a girl is saying no to free food, she don't like you.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Straight down.
Free trips.
Well,
free.
not interested. She's saying no to being flued out. So
Not
she don't like you.
interested.
Stop trying.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
Save
say?
your coins.
For me, like I always start like if I am not obsessed,
Yeah.
like within the first like day.
Literally.
Like honestly,
Standard.
Literally.
like if I'm not obsessed, like
I
then
literally get
it's
it.
not going. It's like
Yeah.
it's not happening. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like
literally get it.
I'm just not about it. Do you get me? Like I think I am. I'm like a lover girl. Do you get me? Like
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
love. Well, not right now. But I love again. But you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
what's the point? What's the point? Like gradually getting to know people. I think it's like a bit toxic in the sense of like I don't really like I sort of cut off anyone who actually might have potential. But on the other side of it, it's like I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're actually a busy woman now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Got
know,
things to do.
it's like I'm not gonna just keep like wearing and tearing.
Entertaining all these people, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's actually long, bro.
It takes a lot to
I
get
get-
to know people
yeah.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Someone
No, it
ever
really
texts you, you
does.
just roll your eyes. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you know, that's something now that I actually do. Like, it's so bad. Like, they'll text me, I'm not rolling my eyes, but I'll take my time to reply back.
Yeah, actually-
Even though sometimes I want to, but it's like, I can't give
Yeah.
you that excitement just yet.
yeah.
Chill, Ross, chill, Ross,
Yeah.
take it
Guys,
slow.
you ain't running away. Your exes, come on, drop the load, give us the gist. You guys want who's first? Rock, paper, scissors.
I'll go first because it's
Go on.
quick.
Yeah.
Like before my current situation, like I had maybe 2 or 3 exes, but it would have only been for a few months.
Yeah.
But I was heartless before this relationship.
Oh,
Like I'd get sick. Ask Rena. I get sick of someone. I just text them like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. Like,
wanna be like you when I
and
grow
that's
up.
when they become obsessed though. Have you ever done that to someone who's just not interested? Do you not see the way they?
maybe it's the WAP.
It's or that.
Guys, don't underestimate a good WAP. Okay?
Yeah, no, I was real heartless. Like I didn't really catch feelings for anyone, and then like I've been basically in a relationship for 5 years now. So
Okay.
Damn.
yeah,
I know everyone just
I feel like your one is juice. Is like the best for last.
Drop the gist.
so
give us
everybody
just-
probably like sees me and they're like, yeah, bad bitch. And then I was like, I'm actually just violated. Like I feel like I've just been violated in every.
She
You told me
has.
a little
Yeah.
bits. That's why I'm like, you're
Can't even
also one
ask-
of these babes that are too nice.
yeah.
No, I'm too nice. And you know what? It's not even coming from like I'm trying to be nice, you know what I mean? Like I'm really understanding, like empathetic in a sense,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
same.
like I always try to see from someone else's point of view.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I relate
So,
to that.
Fuck their point of view is your point of view.
Yeah.
I swear.
That's where I'm like now. I'm like, fuck you.
100%.
Like I remember like I was seeing this guy for like 9 months. And like we were like we were working
The devil.
the devil.
He's the devil.
We were seeing each other for like 9 months and like we were like meeting up every day. We worked together. Like
We
in the
worked on the same floor.
we worked on the same floor together, right? Just one day, I was like, I think he was leaving the job. Just one day, just ghosted me. Have never heard from him again. And I'm pretty sure the whole time
Till now.
he had a girlfriend. Yeah. No, like nothing.
No, girl, him and Lucifer are bro.
He sold dreams as well, by the way. It wasn't just
Sold
casual
dreams.
few months. Like this guy sold dreams. Wanted her to move country and all with her, like, and then you just ghost her. Like what?
Like, honestly.
Was this guy black?
Yeah. Oh.
See, she didn't have to tell me. I
No,
just knew.
well, you know, yeah. Like, I remember I did the most pettiest thing. See, this is what I mean. Like, I'm really nice.
Was he
but-
Nigerian?
No.
Okay.
No.
You're
no,
lucky
no,
this time.
Hey, I didn't realize what he was.
No, yeah.
Oh no.
But he was from Blanche.
Yeah.
So,
See, Blanche boys.
expected, you get me? I was just like out myself there.
So,
Yay.
come say something now.
I'm thinking of a country in my head, but just for her, I will not release it.
But I remember, so it was like a few months later, right? And I have a hard time letting go sometimes, you know what I mean? So
We
I want like
all-
that.
don't
I'm
we
Petty
all?
Betty.
I was like drinking, Petty Betty. That's even my Snapchat private story. Petty Betty. Me and him, I was like, had a few glasses of wine. I was going through Instagram and I was like looking at our messages, right?
Oh yeah.
I unsent every single message I sent him, right? Like all in one night. Just like I was up for like it took me like an hour or two. Like 9 months of a conversation I unsent.
Oh.
9 months of a conversation,
I
right?
say his phone was
But deeper.
pinging.
Yeah, the notification.
did,
But
I
he
forgot.
wouldn't even know who though. No, because
Oh,
it
you know,
doesn't
it doesn't tell you who.
No.
I his
remember-
phone would have just been like ding,
Yeah,
ding,
bing,
ding,
bing.
ding, 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 ding.
Instagram, you're mad for that, you know.
I said,
Instagram is crazy.
I was
That
like,
is
I just remember
hilarious.
being like, and you know what? I was that drunk, or I was that petty at the time. I didn't think about that. It was
Yeah.
only until a few days later I was like,
I remember you saying, "Wait, do people get notifications?" Yeah, I was like, I think they do.
They do, but it doesn't have your name attached.
Yeah.
no.
Thank
It
God.
just says the
Still.
He
sender
probably still knew it
has-
was
yeah,
you, but
yeah. Well, if you're listening to this, now you know. Like,
Literally.
honestly.
I would hope it kept
like-
you awake at night trying
Yeah,
to figure it
I
out.
swear. So that was definitely like a very horrible situation. But, you know, we move.
You move, glow up.
then he showed up on Instagram with his ex-girlfriend again, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Don't know if she was ever
went
an
back
ex.
to the ex.
I don't think she was
Yeah.
ever
Never
an
was
ex.
an ex.
But like even that, like the story was sort of told like, oh no, like we're not like we're done. Do you know what I mean? But I even got a red flag. I remember I was getting the bus one day, right? And I seen they were sitting on the bus together.
Oh
Back to
yeah.
Blanche. Do you know what I mean? And I even confronted him. I was like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, you know, like we just met up. Like we just met up.
Bro, he was actually with her the whole time. I'd say.
So. I actually think
100%.
so.
100%.
Whoa. But anyways, grew me, like, made me the person I am today.
100%.
So then took a break from men, like, tried to
2
stay out of the
weeks.
dating pool.
Yeah.
2 weeks strong.
Yeah, you know.
Break.
And then, yeah, then I got with someone else. I was in a relationship for, like, for a good bit. I won't tell the exact dates, try not to name and shame.
Of course.
But yeah, I was in a longish relationship, really good, like, you know, like family and all, like involved and stuff like that. You know, like
Yeah, I
deep.
feel you on that.
deep.
Yeah.
Like we were even talking about marriage, kids. You know me, like
yeah.
I wanted to be like married, wifed, like by 25.
Yeah.
Not happening anymore,
Sames.
anyways. Do you get me?
It could still happen, don't worry.
You know, and it
yeah.
was like, oh, you know, like. I remember, and I was so in love. Like, I have never experienced love like this before. I was like,
Yeah.
all the rest of them, all the other, like, stupid exes,
They were
they're irrelevant.
pretend. They
Do you know
weren't
what I
real,
mean?
yeah.
And I remember, like, I just remember sitting, like, we were in bed, and I was just like, I just had this, like, feeling of love, right? And I checked I was like, he was asleep. And I was just like, I just had a gut feeling. Check his phone, right? And I'm not like that, right?
Crossly.
Oh, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's always
Listen
the
to your
phone.
gut. Listen to your gut.
your
Listen
gut.
Telling you
to your gut,
something like
honestly.
yes.
So, like, there was, like, a few girls, like, because, like, it was, like, a little bit on and off at the start, which was fine, you know what I mean? And, like, we were really honest and open with each other. But there was, like, this one girl that I always, like, had, like, a little, like, you know? And I knew that they, like, got together before, but they worked together, do you get what I mean? And, like, she'd always be, like, popping up. And I was just like, here, I know yous work together, yous can't cut off, like, complete communication, but just have my back for me when I'm not around. Do you know what I mean? Respect me and know your boundaries, you know? And I was like, I kept being, like, gaslighted, like, no. Like, you're just, like, overreacting. Do you know what I mean? So I checked the phone.
Russell is triggered.
Ask me the first person I checked. Do you know what I mean? There was, like, so I type in her name. And prior to that, like, the day before, we had a little bit of an argument. So we'd just made up. 2 days before that, she texted him, did you get home okay? I was like, what?
And what time is it at that you texted him that? It was like
half-
early hours of the morning, wasn't it?
early
Yeah.
hours in the morning. I was like, my hand's shaking.
If the,
I'm, like, looking
if
at
the
the
girl
messages.
is saying, did you get home safe?
Yeah, you
Bro.
know what I mean?
Because it's not the guy saying it.
No.
It's
No.
the girl.
Yeah.
No.
And we girls.
It's not even the girl. It is. Now what time?
Yeah, exactly.
At what time?
After midnight.
Yeah.
Say from where?
After
Say from where? You're
Bro.
bad bitch.
Bro, I have a screenshot. I tried to take a picture on my phone, yeah? And my phone's shaking. You can barely even read the message because I'm
you were
that
that
angry,
angry.
right? So I'm sitting there, right? And, like, my whole, like, I have my cousins are all home.
Next time you screenshot and send to yourself.
She sent to me straight away.
Sent it to her.
She was like, I'm sending you all these so I know it's real. She was like, that's
Yeah,
all.
I sent it to her,
You said,
right?
don't try to
Yeah.
take photos. Screenshot.
So
Yeah.
I just remember, like, the anger. I literally, like, I just was like, I woke him up and I was like, get the fuck out. I was like, get out. I had to lock myself in the bathroom because I actually thought I was going to get done for murder. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to get done for murder.
I can actually just feel.
That anger.
Bro, so anyways, it gets worse, you know? So we're like, I'm like, I feel like it's proper over now.
It is. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
doing great.
Yeah, so anyways, like, he wouldn't leave. I, like, left the house, everything. You know what I mean? I was like, if you're not going, I'm going. I'm in my slippers. It's like fucking 1:30 at night. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But anyway, so he leaves. That's grand. And he ends up coming back because you know the way you're emotional, like my whole life, like I was literally like my whole life is over. And he comes back and I take his phone and I like text the girl and I was like, I just let you know, like I cheated on my girlfriend with you. You know what I mean? And she's like starts texting being like, you're messing, you're a liar. And she goes, after a year and a bit, this is how you do me.
Hey,
So she thought she was.
she thought she was the girlfriend too.
I was like, huh?
She thought she was the girlfriend too.
Bro.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I have never
black?
experienced. What? Yeah. Yeah. Bro. I just remember being in that moment, being like, oh my God, like, how did this happen? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I text her and she, like, filled out all the details and stuff.
You said
and,
the
like,
name?
What?
No,
What?
no, I thought you said the name.
No. She's no, definitely not. But it was mad because she basically went through the same situation I went through. One of my exes. Do you get me? Like it was like the exact same thing was happening.
Yeah.
So I could like feel exactly how she was feeling, and she was like so nice about it. Me and her spoke on the phone and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was just like, she just kept apologizing, and I was just like, to this day I'm still shocked. Do you know what I mean? And like it's so shit because you genuinely do feel like you're in love. You know what I mean? And it's like, where did it go wrong? Like, that's what I kept doing. And it was like, that was like the journey for me that I had to take. I had to realize, okay, I didn't do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, this happened, and it happened before other people's choices. You know what I mean? Because the first thing you go when you get cheated on, it's like, why did this happen to me? Do you know what I mean? Like, why am I, like, what could I have done to stop this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like nothing will
can't stop
change
a man
it.
from
Do
No.
you get me?
You're never the problem.
No.
You're never the problem.
Yeah.
No.
You brought more than enough to the table, and I feel like you couldn't handle it anyways.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just not worth it.
No.
Can I say, actually, I feel like men that don't or choose not to understand the girl or feel like the girl they're dating is out of their league,
Yeah.
treats them bad.
Oh yeah, mine was
Like,
very
not all
insecure about
times,
me.
but like more times than not. I feel like when a
Yeah.
man has a woman that he can't really handle,
Yeah.
he kind of goes,
Yeah.
doesn't
Talks
know how to
down
handle
or-
her.
yeah.
Mine was hella.
I think so with you
hella
and your
insecure.
situation.
Yeah.
Your situation too.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure of mine.
Yeah.
But like probably maybe I can relate
know.
that. I think so.
Yeah. I think it's like so hard though, because like a lot of people, I feel like we're all sitting here, we all got cheated on. Do you know what I mean? At one point in our lives. You know what I mean?
In some sort of form, yeah.
You get me? And it's like, is it just acceptable now? Do you know what I mean?
We
And
can't
so many
accept it
people
still,
can
to push back.
work through it. And I'm like, maybe like this is like, I'm a big believer is if whatever's meant for you won't pass you by. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you shouldn't force things. You need to like, forgiveness is key. Do you know what I mean? Even forgiveness of yourself, you know? But I definitely do believe like if it's meant to be, it will be. Do you know what I mean? But it's not forcing it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You have to take red flags seriously. Oh, sorry.
Red
I was gonna say,
flags.
are you like hopeful for like the future? Because I see like a lot of relationships ending. Like even a lot of my close friends watching their relationships end. A lot of marriages becoming divorces. And honey, with me, I'm getting married once.
Yeah.
And if we're separating, it's because you're 10 feet in the ground. One of us has to be dead. And it ain't gonna be me.
Let's be dead. Yeah.
Like, I'm doing it one time and one time only just because I don't feel like I can give that much of myself to a person. And it fall apart like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's tough, bro. I feel like you just have to hope in God. Also, we have to also listen. We have to also listen to what God
Like
is
you
saying because He
said.
knows what's best. We also have to listen to our friends. We have to listen to our gut.
Our girls are always right. Like, red
They are.
flags
Yeah.
are fucking massive.
Can I
Your
even
gut
tell you-
is so strong. Like, it's so powerful.
Yeah.
You guys will be so disappointed in me because this guy literally told me he was cheating.
What?
So yeah, I forgot to mention it because I was thinking about red flags. You're talking about it. So I was in his house. I was getting ready to go or something, and I was like, because he had a really busy 9 to 5, and he also does gym and all that stuff. I was like, as a joke, I said, you wouldn't even have time for another girl. He said, shock you. But I just thought, I just thought he was joking. I just thought, baby, it was so funny.
Oh my God.
I was like, baby, you funny.
Oh my
He
God.
literally just said, shock you. I was like, huh? But
Oh.
Going back to what you were saying about wanting to, no, I just can't.
I'm still in
He
shock.
literally said, "Shock you."
Wow.
Anyways, I have a headache. Oh, you gonna
Anyways,
say, Russell?
anyways.
Going back to what you were saying about wanting to be married by the time you were 25,
Yeah.
I feel like you're a bit like that as well.
Of course, that's why I related. I'm
Yeah.
so hope. That's why I said I was open to Blanche boys. I'm open. You never know.
Anyone
I
can
just feel
get
like you never know what's gonna land in your lap. You never know what's gonna.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is that you just have to not chase it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's,
I'm
that's
very-
what I'm not doing
My friends
right
look
now.
at me because I'm
not
23.
chasing.
My friends look at me crazy for wanting to have marriage and kids, but I feel like being single is trenches. It's
Yeah.
very hard.
I don't like the streets.
I don't like the
wanna
streets.
take
Even
any-
as a
don't
Christian
like the
woman, like it's
streets.
really
I don't
hard
like
to
the
be
streets.
Like, please get me off
don't
them.
wanna be on them
I don't want to be
anymore.
here.
Even as a Christian,
scared.
even as a Christian woman trying to do right, it's hard to be single. I'd rather be in a relationship safe
I
and
swear.
have that guilt free.
You know?
I hear you.
Do you get me? Like I'd rather have, you know what I mean? Just be with my kids. I said at least I know what my issues are, and that's making sure Johnny gets to school safe,
Yeah.
making sure my husband has something to eat. I also would like to be a stay-home wife as well. We'll get into that in different
I
podcasts.
think
Wow.
I definitely think like I really just want to grow with someone. Do you know what I mean?
Same.
Like
Yeah.
I'm on my journey right now. I love this word journey today, don't
Yes.
I?
It's growth, baby.
Yeah. I just want to be like I'm on like I know where I want to be. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want to work for anyone else. I want to work for myself,
Yeah.
and I want someone who's on that like they don't have to work for themselves, but I want someone who's on that same mindset as me. Do you know what I mean? And I want to grow like an empire with someone. You know what I mean? I don't need to be like taken out on dates. But I will. I have to. Do you know what I mean? I want like I don't want to be taken out on dates by all these random men, having to get
Yeah.
to know them. Do you know what I mean?
Over and over,
Because
yeah.
I don't have time for that. Where I'm
Yeah.
going. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like I just want someone there that they can work on themselves. I can work on me. Because a lot of men I feel get very intimidated when like women are like they have purpose. Do you know what I mean? And they're not just sort of waiting to be brought out by them or stuff like that, you know?
100%, yeah.
It's like you just like they get real like because I'm busy like genuinely
Yeah,
do
yeah,
not have a minute sometimes, you know what I mean?
I
And
get
not a
you.
lot of people can appreciate that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're not on it. And if it's like if I'm not with someone who's like on the same level as that, we're never gonna like work.
Yeah.
100%.
I was gonna say there while you were talking, think about the times you feel lonely when you feel like you need a man. It's always when you're hungry, your money is low, or when like
Facts.
it's cold. Other than that, like when my money is up and I'm full, I've eaten, I've fed myself.
And also when your hormones be fucking with you. because
And
that's
yeah,
just natural
ovulation.
biology. That's just natural biology.
Ovulation is a BICTH.
Yeah.
You be
Ovulation
doing
is
some
the,
stupid shit.
I won't
then.
lie to you guys. I said I love you to this one guy. No, I love you. I miss you. I didn't need to say that, but I said it because why? Ovulation. But yeah, like ovulation, food, and lacking money.
Estrogen.
Like that's the only time you actually only think about men. Other than that, when I'm working, when
Yeah, true.
like I don't actually I'm actually good. I'm actually very good. Other than that, when
Yeah.
do you guys agree or do you disagree?
Yeah.
I
100%.
agree.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe not with the food bit. Or
Yeah,
the
you- 'cause
money
you-
bit. Yeah. Like, because coming from like my last relationship, I was making a whole lot more money than he was. I was paying more in bills than he was. I was
Oh,
the
yeah, I
one
hear where
doing
you're
the
coming from.
cooking and all that stuff anyways. So that stuff doesn't kind of like phase me. I just need someone who's going to be there. Like if you're my man, it's not because I need you, it's because I want you. I'm
Yeah,
choosing
for
you.
sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Definitely.
And then I'm
Say
also
that
one of
again.
these girls who I'm going quoting back song lyrics. I'm gonna do this a lot in this podcast, but in the Dave song, "Both Sides of a Smile," the girl says, "I'd be a man before I wait for a man."
Yeah. For
I
sure.
have no problem being the man in the relationship because I don't need you.
Yeah.
But if I'm with you, it's because I choose to
Yeah.
be with you.
Yeah, it's always a choice. For
And
women
right
to
now,
be
I'm
with
just
us.
finding I'm finding it hard to find guys who were up on that because I'm recently becoming one of these people who's like, fuck this corporate world, get me out of there.
Yeah.
My job pays me well, but get me out of there.
Yeah,
I'm ready
sure.
to build an empire. I need someone who has the hustler mentality.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
growing up, my family moved to England when I was 19, so I stayed in Ireland alone with no parents. I got a job, put myself through college. I've lived by myself, have my own apartment, drive my own car. So if you are not on that mentality, you can't be my man.
Yeah.
No.
You can't.
No.
I don't care about how much money you make as well, but as long as you are doing well for you.
Yeah.
I'm finding it hard to find a lot of men like that nowadays.
There's always something.
Yeah.
There's always something very much
missing.
something missing. I feel like all
Yeah.
the men that have come into my life, there's
And
always
it's
been
not building
something
a man workshop.
missing.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't build a man.
Like
You
if
can't
I'm
change
ready
one.
made and I make the table because I'm building the tables at this stage.
Yeah.
Just with their hammer and toolbox.
I swear to God, because I'm a really do it myself. I'm a really do
Yeah.
it myself. It's getting harder and harder to date, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I'm losing hope. Like I want it.
I don't want to get there.
I'm losing it.
Yeah, because I feel like
There's
even,
good
like,
men out there, definitely. It's
100%,
just about
100%,
finding the right people. Like,
100%.
yeah.
And then this is also another problem that I think a lot of us women have. Like we be trash talking guys about how horrible they are and stuff like that. But I've met some nice guys. I'm
Oh, yeah,
just
of
not
course.
interested in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You're a great guy. You're just not my guy.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, yeah? Because obviously, like, all these co-hosts, we have a lot to say. You know what I mean? And we have very big and beautiful personalities.
Yeah.
So, like, when a nice guy does come around, I know that I may break them.
That is my no. I'm with you
You
on
know,
that. I'm
like-
with you on that because
Yeah.
I said I need someone who can put me in my place. Because
Yeah.
if you can't handle my banter, it's not gonna work. I
Yeah.
can't date a sensitive guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
cannot.
goes, oh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think...
My cup fell. Oh, thank God it's empty.
But yeah, no, I definitely just... Like, there's so much men that I've met and, like, just, like, throughout dating over the years and stuff. And I'm just like, you are lovely. But I'll be able to run rings around you. And I'm not, like, a horrible or a toxic
No,
person.
but when
you
they're
know
just
what I
too
mean?
You just
not-
need,
yeah.
I feel like you're just like a
soft.
stronger,
Yeah.
like a
You
strong
need to
woman.
come with a bit of sauce.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. Right now you're dry chips and we
Yeah.
need a bit of sweet and sour
Peri
or
peri.
something.
Yeah.
Peri
I
peri.
hear we
Peri
need
peri.
some man with
Sweet
some
and sour.
character.
That's every
Yeah.
day. Extra
Very,
hot.
very- Nando's after, guys.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
Yes.
hungry.
Fucking hell. And like I also feel like the generation that we're in compared to like our parents, we're fucked up.
Oh,
Honestly.
it's a completely
We are
different
so
world.
fucked up. Like my mom had me and I was 4 years old at the age I am now.
Yeah.
Like that's wild.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm struggling to find a partner. I'm so sick and tired of going to all these family events. And every time I talk to my aunties and uncles, oh Rosalind, we're praying for you. It's just marriage next. But I'm like, I've had to start repeating it to my mom and be like, if you want me to be married one time and one time only, you need to let me find my person and stop rushing me into these things.
Yeah.
Because there's too many fucked up relationships right now and people hurting each other. And I don't want to get to a point where I bring a child to this world
Sure.
and this is how my child's going to be raised because I've rushed into things that were not for me because this is what society is telling me to do.
Yeah.
And that is what I do not want for myself. I'm all about peace.
But do you think, like, say our moms or, you know, back in the day or whatever, like, maybe these things did go on, but it was just more normal to, like, cover up. You know, the way it was all about appearances.
Yeah,
So, like,
keeping up
maybe this has always been going on, but women were more willing to accept it back then to kind of keep a happy family together, whereas now...
Yeah. I think it's 10 times worse. We're in a situation where, like, it's running, but these times people are even wickeder.
Yeah.
what I think
There's
it
too
is?
many options.
It's not just options. It's just I feel like family is no longer people's end goals.
Yeah,
like
it's
back
not.
in the day, it used to be go to school, meet the one, married and have kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now we have people chasing clout, chasing fame.
There's so many distractions. There's so many options.
There's
as you're
so
saying.
many
Yeah.
things. Like that guy that I told you ghosted me. He ghosted me because he was chasing money and business, and this is why I wasn't upset with him because I understood.
Yeah.
Because he had a business where he's in charge of so many people, so that was his priority, not me. No matter how nice I was, I wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the problem with our generation at the moment. Like family and love is not the main priority. And I feel like it's nearly not coming in until our 30s
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
I think especially for like men. I think that's when men are starting to be like, oh shit, you know what? I do want a girl. Oh, I do want kids. Because they have done the damage throughout their 20s. And what they're not realizing is the horrible trail they're leaving behind of broken women.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am not that same girl who dated my ex 21 years old. I did so much for that boy. Like, I flew this boy out on holidays for a birthday.
Bought him a PS5.
I bought him a PlayStation 4 and a
no.
TV
Four
to
at the
fucking
time.
match it. Because back then, PlayStation 5s didn't exist. Like, I have
Yeah.
done so much for a partner. And this girl now at 27 is not that same girl. I'm like, before a
Yeah.
guy gets that side of me, oh my, you will work
Yeah.
hard. Because I know my worth.
Yeah.
I know, and I just feel like if I have to explain my worth, you're not the guy for me. And recently, I'm finding it hard to find men who see my
Yeah,
worth.
I feel like when
Or-
your standards go up, there's less options.
Do you know also?
Yeah,
I also feel like they know your standards, but they're still just not willing to put in
That's
the
what I'm
effort. for
saying.
the
Because
standards.
there's
options.
20 other girls on Instagram that he
Giving
can
them
post
stuff
and
for
they'll-
free.
They'll give it
Give
up
it
for
for
free.
free.
Yeah.
And I feel
That's the
I
problem.
think it's a cycle. People always blame. Now, this is an opinion. I think people always blame men for the way they are, but sometimes it's women
Women
that
it's the
have
things we
allowed it.
tolerate it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So now, like the guy, John was treating the girl bad, and the girl was still making him dinner every night. Now John is with me, and it's like, even though I treat you like this, you have to,
Yeah.
me? No, not me. I'm not cooking for you until, there's some type of commitment and some type of security that I have from you. Also, remember you were saying that, like, you right now, your standards, as I mentioned before, when a man meets a woman that just knows herself, sometimes the man that's not for you doesn't know how to handle you, doesn't know how to, even feels threatened. I feel like your ex was threatened by you.
Oh, definitely.
So it felt
Yeah.
like he needed to attack you with or like not being there for you, pushing you down, saying you wear
Yeah,
this to your
definitely
food.
intimidated.
Definitely,
Oh,
100%.
definitely. No, now that I'm out of it, I can definitely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was too insecure to date
Yeah.
someone
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
What was that the same with Shore?
I think there was a lot of immaturity on my with my past relationship. I think there was a lot of there was no emotional maturity, there was a lot of emotional immaturity, and I feel
Both
like
sides or yours, like one side?
on one side. But do you know what? Like, obviously, you have to hold yourself accountable. Not saying that it was right.
She's
that
taking
they
accountability.
Yeah.
A woman taking accountability.
Yeah, you did it first.
I like to
I'm
say that we don't take
breaking
accountability, but
news.
she's right here. Did you get
Taking
that?
accountability.
But I
Go
feel
on,
like
babe.
you do have to take accountability
Yeah, of course,
because you were
100%.
both in a relationship. And like one thing that I remember, I heard was, it's like if it was perfect, you wouldn't be here. Do you know what I mean? So for whatever reason, you weren't fulfilling each other's needs. Do you get me? I think like with my ex, like the one that I did like absolutely adore. I think it's very hard because I still like do like love him and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
And I think he is a good person. He just was a bad boyfriend, which is like even harder in one aspect because
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
tough.
like I know that he actually like, and I know that probably everybody thinks that. Do you know what I mean? But genuinely, like there was so much good in the relationship. So I wish him the best, and hopefully, like as I said, like you never know what happens. I'm not like planning to get back with him or anything
Yeah.
like that. Do you know what I mean? But if it's like if it was like soulmate, like the way I feel, it will be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not gonna be right now.
Right
do you know
now,
what I
of
mean?
course,
And
yeah.
Love that.
I
I
might
think you
evolve.
were his lesson.
Yeah, I
that he
think I was his
needed.
lesson. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But it's just a shame that you had to be the lesson, like, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'm the exact same as
Yeah.
my ex. Like, I forgot. I left this out during the story in the beginning. When I caught those messages, he actually told me it was a social experiment to see if he still had it.
We didn't.
Guys, I have these
What?
messages, so I can show you.
And
them.
this guy is not black, by the way. That sounds like such a Nigerian.
He told me it was
Such
a
a good
social
line.
experiment. He was texting all those girls because it was a social experiment to see if he still had it. Because his problem was I always had guys in my DMs. Do you know
Insecure,
what? That's what I mean.
insecure,
That's how I
insecure.
started to tell. Now that I'm out of it and I sit back and I look and I was like, wow.
Roslyn, babe, you always leave out. Not that it matters.
What-
Is he white or black?
Oh yeah, I always forget to tell people he was white. He
Oh.
was white. Yeah.
Sounds like
You would swear he was Nigerian,
Yes.
right? You would
we
swear-
love Nigerian men here, by the way. Okay,
You
just
would swear he was Yoruba.
Quick question, yeah. Like, was he obviously like when he was texting other females? Were they white or black?
Mixture of both.
Okay.
I also feel like he has a bit of a fetish for black women. I'm not gonna lie.
This is why I
No,
find
it really does, because he really, dating wise, history, me, future, well not future, present, black. but he was. The
It
messages were
happens
black
with
and white girls.
white men. I've seen it with her so many times. They just completely fetishize her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like that guy going on and on about your natural hair the other day. He's like, next time I see you, you have to have your hair natural and all. Like, why?
Yes,
Like,
that's
he was like
fetish vibes.
obsessed with it though. Do
He
you know what I
loved
mean?
I was black, but did not like the black things about me. Did not like my
Isn't that
culture
today's
foods.
society
Wow.
though?
Yeah, did not like even just like my loudness. I'm Nigerian.
Isn't that today's society though,
Yeah,
guys?
it's
Isn't
so
that how
fucked
it
up.
is?
He
Yeah.
loved I was black, but didn't like the black things about me. And like now, currently, because you guys know everything that I've been going through this whole summer, all the things he hated about me were the reasons why I was so loved.
Yeah.
Like I find it so weird, and that's why I'm like he was definitely my biggest enemy of progress. I was sleeping with my biggest enemy. Like my hater was to the left of me every night.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary. Now that I'm out of it, yo, I'm like, fuck.
Do you know what? I feel like for me, like when I've actually got cheated on in every relationship, but the biggest issue for me, I don't know why I have a problem with it, is when they go for people that don't look like you. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh.
It's always right, and no hate. It's
Yeah.
always blonde women. Do you know what I mean? The absolute opposite of what I can ever be. Not yours.
No, it's a bit too similar.
Oh, really?
A bit too similar.
I would rather that.
I think she is
actually, no.
so stunning as well. I genuinely think she's a beautiful girl. And from what I have heard, because you know how small Ireland is, my cousin's even friends with her. So, but like, from the things I've seen, on social media, it looks like he's treating her a lot better than he treated me. So I'm really praying for her sake that she doesn't walk a mile in my shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have honestly been his lesson.
That's
I really
good.
honestly could have been his
That's
lesson.
good.
And I'm praying that he does treat her better because she does not deserve to be treated the way he treated me.
No
So
one
that's
does.
what I'm
No.
hoping. I pray for her sake. Don't have much hope in him, but
Guys, let's switch it around. I know we've been hurt and stuff, but were there stuff in the relationship that you did wrong?
definitely I kept a friendship that he was not comfortable with. But the thing was I was very respectful in the friendship. So there was no need, like I don't need to cut people out of my life for you as long as I'm being respectful to you. You were never hidden. Everyone always knew you were there.
Yeah.
I never hung out with this person alone. There was never a reason for him to have felt that insecure.
Was he a friend before you got with him?
Yeah.
Then
And no, because me and that friend dated in the past, but things didn't work out.
right.
So that was what it was. But like, if he had even conversed with me about it and told me how it felt, it would have even been different. Because you know what? At least I'd be like, okay, if I'm really hurting you, I'm gonna fall back. But he never even vocally said it. He was just expecting me to just
of course.
understand in my head how it's thin air.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not also jealous. I'm not the jealous type. So like, I'm like, if you were conversing with exes, yo, someone he had been with in the past bakes cakes. I bought a cake. Damn, and her cake was delicious too. I'm just not like that.
My toxic trait is probably the silent treatment. I can go for days.
Oh.
Yeah.
This Ash girl, she sounds like a silent killer. I'm just meeting you.
I wish I was
You know,
the silent
sometimes you're
treatment
like, I don't need to explain this to you, so I'm not going to. Like, do you get me? And I shut down. But then it gets to a stage where I'm like, now I can't undo it. I'm like, how do I stop it? Do you get me?
Now.
I can't just talk to you now.
Yeah, and then
my
it drags
one-
out. Oh,
See, the things with me, right? I'm a firm believer of not allowing anything ruin my day. So me and him could have the most horrific argument. And I'm not even very argumentative. I'm extremely passive when I'm in love. And this is why it takes me so long to fall in love now, because I know how much I fall back. So you piss me off. I might say in the moment, like, why are you doing this? But I'll get over it, move on with the day. It'd be like nothing ever happened. So he wouldn't take me seriously because I didn't throw a tantrum. So when I broke up with him, I sat down and I was like, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. He sat there and he was completely gobsmacked and couldn't say anything because I was right. He did do all those things. But because I didn't throw a big enough tantrum when those things were happening, he just didn't take me seriously. So like that was like my toxic trait. You do something now and I'll be like, all right, brush it off. Cool. Then when I explode,
You're
be
not.
like, you done this. And he could not say a thing because I was correct. So I'm like, oh, that's his problem now anyways.
My toxic trait is I am extremely dramatic.
That sounds
No.
kind of good though. Like the way
No.
you said it.
I'm literally like, and the thing is, like, I can get, like, I'll get upset as fast as I calm down. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I could literally be like, I'm so done, so done with everything.
50 minutes.
55.
55 minutes already. Oh
We'll do
my
your
gosh.
toxic trait, my toxic trait,
And
and
then wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
we touch on tone. But
Yeah, no, I'll literally like break down. Like, I'll get so emotional, so upset. I'll be like not like cursing anyone out. And then 5 minutes later, I'll be like, so how's the weather? Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm literally like one of those, like, really just all the way. Yeah, it's bad. But like, it all comes from love. I'm just
Yeah.
very like, I feel the emotions that I'm feeling right
Yeah.
now. Do you know what I mean?
With you,
Yeah.
it's good because
I don't think it's dramatic.
I was
though.
gonna say, as high as it is,
You're
but once it's
emotional.
over, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Your
is good.
only toxic
You're not
trait
someone
is
who's
being
carrying
petty.
it on.
Yeah, my
That's your
toxic-
only toxic trait.
Yeah, I
petty.
actually
She
will.
is petty.
I will.
Hey, that's the thing.
Yeah.
She gonna tell you what you have.
Yeah.
She gonna say
I
it.
was like,
But no,
damn.
the other one, that's not. You're just emotional. It's
Yeah.
not dramatic.
Yeah.
It's not dramatic.
Love her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think in my past relationships, I never really had 2 feet. I just kind of like, yeah, it's cool. Yes, this and that. Like, I saw red flags. I was like, interesting. It's okay. Like, I just never was looking for shit, and like, I just never had a backbone. And also now I'm realizing that I actually have an attitude when I don't get what I want. Frat of face. I'm just, I actually just, I overreact. I just, when I don't get what I want, I just flipping. I'm not bad. It's not terrible, but it's just kind of like, I'm just in the mood. You don't want, you hate me? You hate me? Fine, that's fine. But these times they just didn't call me.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Because I get the phone call after and be like, he didn't message me today, and I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But then when I see his text, everything.
I have like one last story to tell you guys real quick about one of my exes.
Oh no.
I found out my ex was cheating on me twice. The first time, he told me his dad died. That's why I did it. The second time, his granddad died. Why?
You're about to die next
And you
time
know,
you cheat on me.
Even me,
Promise.
I was the one apologizing. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, do you need anything?"
Gaslighting.
And I was like, "Tell me how." A few months later, I'm sitting beside this boy, and his mom rings, and she's like, "Yeah, your dad wants to speak to you."
No,
Bro.
he lied on his father.
Bro.
I
He
go.
lied on his father.
I asked
Crazy.
him. I asked this man, like, "You told me your dad died," and he's like, "Yeah, he's dead to me."
What?
I can lie.
Oh,
So creatively.
like the way he said it so crazy. And this was he said to me. This was a white man.
No, if you see
He
this
wasn't
guy.
Nigerian.
If you see this guy, I get so mad every time I
Was
see
he
him.
Eastern European?
No,
No, full on Irish.
Irish.
fella.
Irish.
Should never have gotten here in the first place. Like, he was punching. Heavy.
Look, listen.
A homeless man told my ex that he was punching over his weight.
Yeah.
We walked by on the street.
And I think,
We walked by on the street and I was like, "Where's my wallet?" And I said, "Take my card.
You say tap.
Take my card, sir. I hope you sleep well tonight."
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I think that's
Oh.
yeah.
My guy. Okay, quick. My guy told me that the 2 holidays you went on with the girl were work trips.
Jeez.
Any nigga tell me he's going on a work trip again.
I'm coming with you.
Yeah,
I'm taking
Let's go
holidays.
Pack a bag.
together, baby. While
yeah.
you work, I'll chill in the hotel.
Yeah.
Waiting for you when you're done.
Oh, the line.
Facts.
But yeah, I think that's a good way.
That was an
to leave
interesting
it.
episode, guys.
Yeah.
Return of
Right.
the exes.
We'll do the quick. This can be like TikTok or Reel or whatever. This whole Tony Tone thing.
Oh, yeah, the trending
Yeah.
topic, is it?
Yeah, the trending topic. Just at least one.
So the trending topic today is Tony Tone made a TikTok about how the young her would be so impressed with the life that she's living now. And someone commented back saying, "What? No kids, no husband?"
Damn.
I think she's in her early 30s,
Yeah.
I think. And I'm like, yo, I feel like a lot of girls our age, especially a lot of African girls, feel it.
Yeah.
Where they're kind of like, oh, when you get married, where's the kids? Oh, Jesus, can you not
Yeah.
fix that with your ex? Like, you were together for so long.
Yeah.
Like, who gonna marry you now?
Oh, no.
Like, there's someone recently, I'm not going to name names, but I know they're going through a divorce and they have a kid, and I've never been so proud of watching someone walk away from something that she knows is not for her.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of power.
Yeah, it
It
does.
takes a lot
Especially
of
when
power,
kids are
especially with
involved.
a kid,
Yeah.
to be like, nah, you're not worth my time.
Damn. I feel like though, like success is very subjective. It's not about the kids and the husband. Like she also has a book. I read it. It's amazing. She is beautiful. Like that's not really. She does have someone in her life. She does
actually
have
in a
her
healthy
own place.
relationship now,
Yeah.
She's accomplished a lot.
A lot.
She might not have a husband and kids, but like that can still come. And what is the owner of the
Yes.
woman that was talking? Where's that woman in her
Yeah.
life? People are so quick to talk.
I swear.
Why
People are
does
so
a
quick to
husband
talk.
equate to success?
The definition of a successful woman is just, it should not equate to like a family and a man.
Yeah,
There's
shouldn't.
so many different definitions of it now. And
Literally.
it's personal to you as well, what you
Yeah.
consider
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah,
as
exactly.
successful.
Even she even answered it back like a boss bitch that
Yeah,
she
read it
is.
out.
course.
That's it.
And she says she wouldn't trade her life for your husband and your kids.
Love that.
Yes.
Boom.
Because what is good for you may not be good for the next person, and
Yeah.
everybody's story and journey in this life is
different.
different.
Yeah.
100%.
I might get to your end point in 10 years.
Yeah.
Does not mean that we're not going to have the same success story.
Defo.
Can I even tell you something real quick? Like, because I know we have to wrap up, but never look at somebody's life and be like, I want it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're going through. I've seen because obviously I'm on social media a lot and I see loads of beautiful girls and stuff, but they're going through it. I'm even grateful to God for the situational lesson I'm going through
sure.
right now because they're going through it, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even, don't ever wish.
It's
like,
fake. It's fake.
I knew it was fake. I knew it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's actually crazy. Like you just have to be grateful
Like,
for the lesson.
honestly, like I
Yeah.
know a girl who stayed with someone. She was in a relationship for 12 years with this guy, and she stayed true to the relationship. Cheated on her 3 times, had 3 kids.
Oh,
What? So
Wow.
she's supposed to marry him?
Wow.
Or what about the women who are married who get beaten at home and you don't see it?
yeah.
Or the ones who are dealing with not just physical abuse, mental, emotional abuse.
Yeah.
Who are married? It's better off to be single than to be in a relationship with someone.
People that are
who
making you get rid of
abuses you.
babies, but having babies with other people.
Nah.
So thank you guys.
That's that.
So that's a wrap for today. Stay tuned.
Support, like, comment, share,
subscribe.
follow our
Subscribe.
Instagrams.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
And we should probably ask, we should get a few dilemmas in. We should get people to start sending
Yes.
dilemmas. So
We'll do an Instagram story and
Yeah.
get people to send in.
Okay, guys. So if you're watching this and you've got some situations that you'd like us to answer, send
discuss,
it in.
Yes,
we're
sir.
Let
traumatized.
your sisters and aunties help you. We've all been through hell and back.
No,
We're not
honestly.
Yes.
successful
And
enough
it will be
now.
anonymous.
So we're doing something
It's
right.
anonymous, yeah.
We're doing
Anonymous,
something
men
right.
or women, everyone's welcome.
Everybody.
Email.
Yeah.
We'll be efficient with it, promise.
We can
won't
do
be-
Google
won't do-
Forms. Oh wait, we can. Oh shit! I just nearly flashed.
So let us know your dilemmas and send them through.
To their
And
Instagram.
Yeah,
That'll be better.
we got you.
And we have an email as well.
and that's on trauma. Thanks.
And we're all healed.
Oh yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.